Without wasting any time, our next storytellers are Rachel and Dave. And a fun fact about them is that when they met, she had one child, he had 3, now they have 3 together, so a total of 7. And I love that number because I am number 7 in my family, so their song that they chose is Journey, Don't Stop Believing. So we'll help me welcome to the stage, Rachel and Dave.
Our story starts in the fall of 1999, right before 2000, and it was a big, I'm sure y'all remember that, real big time. I was a hairdresser at the time, and I had a little girl named Lily, and I was in the singles of Council Baptist Church at the time. He converted me to Pentecostal. I think I was natural Baptist from the beginning. But I had a little girl, and I was very involved in ministry at the church. I had several ministries at the time and had quite a good career going. And I was very, very content finally to be single. And I had told the Lord at the time that I didn't care if I was single the rest of my life. I was very content with my job and with my child. And if I never married, I was finally good with it. In fact, I was kind of so good with it, I was kind of like, had some serious boundaries. And so one day we had been shopping with a good friend of mine, and we were in McDonald's on Reno MacArthur, and we were in line to get my little daughter's her little Happy Meal, and in walks this man with the mullet. And being a hairdresser, the first thing I thought was, it's 1999, who has a mullet? I mean, seriously, it's time to go. And he's standing behind us, and he's got this little girl who is acting like crazy. And you have to understand, my daughter came to the salon on Saturdays to get her hair curled for church on Sundays. Like, I've got pictures of her in rollers under the hairdryer getting her nails done at, 18 months old. That's kind of the little girl I am. And so, I'm just like, oh my. And so, every time I turn around, this guy's going. And then we sit down, and he sits beside us, and he's going. And so I sit down, and every time I look over, he's like. So we laugh about this all weekend, and my best friend from high school goes to church with us. And we were in the single group. I was I was one of the leaders. I greeted at the door, and of course I had told her all about it. And so I'll let you.
So I always defy the Google eye thing. Sorry, JJ, with your photography. My goodness. So I did give her some Google eyes at McDonald's. And I was, my life was, I was lost. I went through 2 divorces and did not want anything to do with money at all. I was fine with myself as a single dad. I was awarded custody, with my daughter, which was a very odd thing back then for a father to get full custody, not just custody or joint custody, full custody of a daughter. So being at McDonald's is one thing. So when I had a good friend of mine that I actually worked for, and he had been trying to get me back in church, and I was raised in church. So God and I were friends, but I was distant. I was like, I've been hurt, whatever. I'm good. So finally, I was like, I started coming. I'm like, okay, I'm coming. So he's like, we have all these groups in our church. Just come join. Well, they were in a young married couples group, and I'm like, okay, I'll check it out for some dumb reason. So anyway, I went that week, and I'm like, yeah, this is not for me. So there was another group called 20-something, which she was in, and so I go in, and lo and behold, there she is. And this is a group of probably 80, 90 people at least. And so at a portion of that, the sermon they split up into small groups. So, not for any other reason, just because I thought it was cool, I went to her group. So, I went to her group, and so it was kind of things, one thing led to another, and I'm just going to pass it back over because, as most women do, have better memories than men.
Well, of course, when he walked in that day, my best friend and I were standing at the door greeting, and I'm like, that's the guy from McDonald's. And she's like, oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. And I'm like, no, that's him. But he had entered his Dorothy Hamill phase. Do y'all remember that? He had gotten a haircut, you know, the short in the back and the long bangs. And I was like, he's got Dorothy Hamill, but that is the guy from McDonald's. And she was like, no way. I said, $100. He goes into my small group. You just watch. And I was so aggravated. And then I had to eat my words because I was always lecturing all the other females my age that did small groups because they always hated writing postcards and calling the guys in their group because they were like, man, they're going to think I like him if I call him. And I said, that is the dumbest thing ever. This is like almost 2000. Guys don't do that. Guys and girls can be friends. And I was like, crap, I'm going to have to write this guy a postcard. Dang it. Oh, I got to eat my words. So I did it. I did what I was supposed to. I wrote him postcards and said, hope.
And I did think something else.
Yes, he did. He thought I was only sending him postcards and inviting him to these events. I found him after we got married in the drawer, and I'm like, why did you save these? He's like, well, you invited me to them. That's why I asked you out. I said, I brought these to everybody. Hundreds of these a week. He was like, oh. So anyway, I wrote them, and so we had Christmas. Here it comes Christmas, and I really wanted to have. Couldn't wait to take my little daughter to the lights at Chickasha. Everybody knows that's a really big deal. She was 2, and I was all excited, and I worked really hard because there was lots of Christmas parties that right in 1999, and so worked really hard. It just seemed like hundreds of updos. And so I had to pick her up and rush to get there and get on the bus. Did for all the singles. I get on the bus, and there's Dave and Brittany, and there's the ex-boyfriend with his daughter. So there the ex-boyfriend sits behind me, and there Dave sits on the other side, and just like, okay. So we go, and we get off the bus, and we start to go look at the lights, and the ex-boyfriend's daughters, they want to go with me. So I'm like, I don't want to be a jerk. I'm like, fine. So this is not really how I saw my evening going with my daughter, but okay. And then Dave and Brittany stay in close proximity to me the whole time. So by the time the night's over, I'm irritated. I'm just highly irritated. I'm tired. I still have sticky hairspray hands. And I've been irritated by the whole ex-boyfriend thing and just the whole thing. So I sit down on the bus. Dave makes sure he sits behind me and the ex-boyfriend beside me. And I'm kind of losing my ability to be kind. So Dave leans forward and he says, so, what do you do for fun? I say, nothing. I take care of my daughter, I do ministry at church, and I work. That is it. That is all with nobody else. And he says, okay. And he sits back, and I'm feeling like a jerk on the drive home. I'm like, that wasn't good. I'm supposed to be a leader in church. This is someone new at church. Conviction. So I'm like, I'm going to have to be nice. I'm going to have to make up for this now, or I'm going to look like a big hypocrite the next couple of weeks at church. And so after that, I call them. We start talking. I find out about what's going on, about him having full custody and why of this crazy child. And we've known JoJo for many, many years, and his family, and they know exactly what I'm talking about. And so we became friends. And through that, one day I said, hey, while you're out and about, of course, he'd been trying to ask me out, and I, like I said, had boundaries. And I said, hey, while you're out, can you pick Kim and I up some tickets to the National Bio Rodeo? She has a date Friday Friday night. We need tickets for Saturday night. Should have picked up on the not listening thing real quick. So he says, sure, no problem. So I come back from lunch and the tickets are on my little desk or where I do hair, and they're for Saturday. So I say, those are the wrong day. Oh, they are? I guess you're going to have to go with me. Really?
That was not intentional. That was the only day they had.
So he says. So I thought, well, I'll fix his wagon. My dad's a Baptist preacher. And we always call him Archie Bunker Jr. Did anybody ever watch that show? You know how he sat in his chair and he'd tell me he had to get up and snap his finger and do this? Mm-hmm. That was my dad. If you were sitting in his chair and he came in to watch the news, that's what he did. So I thought, I'm going to send him to go sit with my parents, because I was single and we lived with my parents. I said, I'm going to send him to sit with my parents an hour before I even knew I was going to be home from work. And then I had to get ready. Yes, I was. Let me tell you, the girls and I laughed about it the whole time I was at work, and we were like, this is so funny. And I drove home from work. I was so proud of myself. I just knew that he was going to be sitting there miserable. I walk in, he is sitting in my dad's recliner with his feet up, his shoes off, and his hands behind his head, watching gangster videos. And they're singing along. I was mad. I was so mad. I was mad. I went back in my room and called the girls at work and said, you are not going to believe this. He's in my dad's recliner. And they're like, you got to be kidding me. No one sits in your dad's recliner. So while he's doing it, I was mad. I got ready and I'm like teasing the hair. Hair's so bad. I was bound determined, even if I had fun, I was not going to let him see it at all.
So the saying is to be kind to mom. Yeah. And dad will follow. That's what happened. And they had two ugly pugs, and so I was cool with that, and just let them know how beautiful those pugs were, even though I was a big fan. But the whole time I really did not think about sitting in that chair. I just went in, and that's where I sat. I didn't think anything about it. Archie Bunker was far away from my mind. I just went and sit down. It was all good. So, I had no idea until later on that she was even upset about it. I had no idea. And I don't think it really mattered too much. She got it.
Well, they were going on a date. Like I said, I tried to act like it didn't happen, but he got to me. I'm not going to lie. He was a salesman. He pitched himself good. And so every day after that, we talked on the phone 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, saw each other every day. By Valentine's Day, we were engaged. By October 14th, we were married. So that's how quickly that went. And how quickly those boundaries went. And he was a good salesman.
Yeah, I was. And, the thing is that talk to several people all the time about, just friends. Gratitude. What a word. I give it to her. Give it to God. I went through hell. 2 marriages. And until I stepped back and allowed God to move in my life and put her in my life, it was a mistake. And I know that, it's funny, we can all laugh and, be joyous, and I am joyous today because God blessed me. And, throughout my life, my mother was sick pretty much my whole life, and she was supposed to live till 30. She died at 57. And really believe that because of her, she was peaceful enough to go to heaven. because she had went through hell with me. And because of her prayers, God blessed me immensely. And He blessed me with 7 awesome kids. She has been sick for a while, and one of the things my grandmother used to always say is that don't take things for granted. They're not always going to be here. And as much as determined as I can be, I love my wife, and I want to spend every waking moment that I can with her, because we never know. We never know when that time is. But I love her, and I'm very appreciative of God. My gratitude goes way up here in that manner, in that fact.
Well, like you said, my gratitude goes because I know that his mother prayed and the Lord let her live until her prayer was honored, that he find someone who loved him and would support him and find a godly wife. And that Brittany would have a mother that wouldn't leave her. And one of the things that JoJo had kind of wanted to end on that was a little bit of a funny note. The joke with my family was that I was a runaway bride, because one of the mistakes that I never wanted to make was be divorced. I have done a lot of things, I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to act like a saint. But one of the things I didn't want to do, I always thought it's easy to walk away before than after. So him and my dad had a plan of what they would do if I got to that door, turn around, and got to walk out. Because I paid for my own wedding, so I didn't feel obligated anything. I told them they could take the presents back if they had to. So that was a joke. So, but I knew when I stepped to that door that God had ordained that. And I trusted that, and I'm grateful for it, because, we have 7 children. I have a son-in-law, and I have 4 grandkids, and we have potential son-in-law on the way after my daughter graduates from OU. So I'm very grateful. Sometimes I question God, question the process, question the journey, but I've trusted Him, and I'm grateful for all of it, because it's been a great life, and we love it.